kicking your feet. Yeah, I got my gum. Get your weights.
I'm walking. Yes, indeed, I'm walking. Oh,
Get
so
lined up if you're walking wall to wall.
walking.
Jump on your bike.
Thank you for the company.
If you're doing that.
I'm walking.
And thanks for coming and walking with me.
Yes, indeed, I'm walking. Oh, yes, indeed, I'm walking. Thank you for the company.
Yes, we're walking through our third month
I'm walking. So
of the year.
To be walking.
Woo-hoo.
Happy to be walking. Thank you for the company.
Yeah. I said, don't worry, Vicki. You just got this year, girl. And then you'll have 2 years worth of videos on YouTube, 2 years worth of videos on your passport, and when you get older and have some sort of memory, I want to look at me and be motivated. I want to look at me and be motivated to continue to walk. We got our ocean. Happy Women's History Month. And I read something today, International Women's Day. They said International Women's Day. So, there's that. Oh, yes. You know, I'm supposed to be talking about women's history, but I don't want to forget this. This time of life that I'm experiencing, all have been quite experienced. But this one, this last leg of the journey, I'm understanding what my grandparents and stuff didn't understand because they were so wrapped up in the cult that they weren't able to really appreciate the experience of the Madden energy aging and enjoy that. Yes, I am so one with nature. It's going to snow, it's cold or something, and how do I know? Because my body knows. What if the ground feels like that? Like they know, like the animals on the ground know, in the forest, they know how the weather, they're so in touch. And I think the beautiful experience about this leg of the journey is feeling all that stuff. Like I said, my grandmother and them, they were into the cult thing. So, it was the devil. Or, it was God cursing them. You know? The ills that they have done in this society. Not really enjoying the experience of aging. And how you do become connected to weather, earth, sky, sun, heat, cold. You become one with it. So you're going to, when it happens, you're going to happen with it. That's awesome. It really is. It really is. This life experience. Okay. Now, I gotta give back 3 minutes to Women's History Month. Now, I'm so glad at this leg of my life, before my matter and energy separated, that I could finally understand things that I didn't understand before. Like, I didn't understand how women who give birth, feed the family, raise the kids, the whole time her husband is in the military and away from the house. But he will always get the credit for the raising of the kids, especially if they're good. And I don't understand that. Or if you have a man in the house with you with kids and he doesn't do anything. Why is he giving credit for raising the kids? He ain't doing anything. I remember it was the funniest thing ever, because women couldn't, there's a lot of things women couldn't do. Couldn't understand that either. Not African American women. These are like, I'll tell you, show you the difference. Okay, like, a lot of time, women couldn't work. Their husbands got the extra pay for keeping the wife at home. And keeping her in a place barefoot, crippled, the whole 9 yards. Now that was basically a lot towards white women. Not towards African American women, because remember, everybody got up and went and worked on the plantation in enslavement. They didn't say, oh, you're a woman, you can't wake up at 7, you gotta wake up at 10. They didn't say no shit like that. And everybody got up at 7. You see? So, we couldn't understand why we couldn't work. But there's a lot of things. Oh, yeah. If a woman did work, she had to get a letter from her husband saying she could work. And of course, he felt then that the paycheck was his because he gave her permission to work. This is all when the cults get into the government system and in the employment system. That's what it is. So they had all these, men had all these rules. And let me tell you something, when I was a kid, this is the cartoons they used to have on. There was this caveman, a lot of cavemen cartoons when I was small. And all had to do with going to find a lady, hitting her over the head with his big cave mallet, swallowing one head, and then drag him to your house, and then that becomes your wife. And I remember as a child looking at it, I was like, whoa, really? But it did another thing when I was outside and I was punched by a little boy. I didn't punch back. Now my sisters and them knew better, but I didn't. It was just like the cartoon was telling me that basically men are going to punch and beat women. Now in the cartoons, the women never fought back. They never hit back. So I didn't hit back. Boys hit you, and that's what they do. So, there was a time when women were not allowed to drive. Couldn't get a license. If you drove, you know, you weren't going to be licensed to drive. And I remember my stepmother telling me a story about this man. You know, I guess they were middle class. They had two cars. He drove all two, both of them. And he got sick. And they lived a ways from the emergency room, but it didn't bother him because he could drive. She couldn't drive. So if she had gotten sick before him, she could just die because the hospital was too far away. Or maybe he would drive her. So he gets sick. They call for an ambulance. Can't no ambulance get there. My stepmother said. And the man is in bad shape. So he's telling her, just get in the car and drive. I'll help you. I'll tell you how to drive. And she said, no. I'll get pulled over. I'll go to jail. Because women couldn't drive at that time. And then, that's how he died. Man, the article read, man died, 2 cars, woman couldn't drive him to hospital. And then, all the cult leaders in government got together and said, listen here, if it's to save a man's life, you hear that? If it's to save a man's life, go on ahead and let the women drive. Let them get licenses. But I often think of that woman. He was like, no, just get in the car and drive, I'll tell you. And she said, no, I'm not allowed to drive. And in a miracle, the laws have changed. So I haven't forgotten that one. Another one of those stupid men laws. And you can always tell when it's cult. I remember 2 years ago, there was a picture of all these white men sitting around this table. And these were the men who were over legislation for the woman's reproductive system. And I said to myself, what do they have to do with it? But now I know, cult leaders do that. They do that. CULT leaders do that. They decide, you sleep with this man, you have babies with this man, this man can't sleep with you. And it's the same thing with all of them, be they big or be they small. But if you ask yourself, why are men making decisions about the woman's reproductive system, you have to acknowledge that we live in a cult society. And those are the cult leaders. And they are in government, and they legislate according to their cult bylaws, whatever book, Dianetics, Latter-day Saint stuff, Southern Baptist stuff, Methodist, all that, Hope Witness, everybody got their own book. And according to that book, is what happens in government. And that book says, woman is made from man, so she must follow all man's commands. See, command? So, that's how it's like that. And now I know. I didn't know before. I didn't know. But I found out on this leg of life. Yeah, y'all. And that's the society. And here they fool you because remember when they were talking about women in the Habibs? They didn't mention all those little girls and women running around in long dresses and aprons. Long dresses and aprons. They wear aprons and long dresses. But America is pointing a finger at the Midwest. The Middle East. The Middle East. It should be pointing its fingers at the Midwest. Yep, women and little girls run around in long dresses and aprons. And they all look the same. And they all walk the same. So take your eye off the Middle East and look in your own backyard. Whew. Okay. A little further with the women's history. So, thanks for coming through. Please like, comment, share. I know y'all. This walk is so quick and it does so much. Yeah, please like and comment, but I understand, y'all. Old lady walking on the treadmill. But I couldn't find one. So, after Kwanzaa this year, that's the last time I'll be walking on the treadmill. But when I start 2023, when I look over at the camera, I'll be looking at me exercising, encouraging me. Now I need y'all, and I appreciate y'all being here to encourage me. Wink, wink. I can kind of look at the clicks and views and stuff like that. But it's enough to get me to be here and doing this every morning, except Saturdays and Sundays. Saturdays I do afternoons. We do bike and weights. So I appreciate you. And thanks for coming through. But I ain't gonna burn you after this year. I'll be waking up in the morning, hair all over my head, ain't brushed my teeth. I ain't even got to put on the bronzes. And I can stay in my pajamas, but I do need something tight on my legs. And I can just take my time and come down here, put on videos of me walking and encouraging myself to walk, do this little quick little half hour. And I think it'll be awesome. And I thank you for that. Because I know you said exercise and walk. I had a vision. I was like, I'm like those old ladies that walk down who are better balanced than me. And they have the basket on their head. And basically, they're just strolling down the road. They're just walking down the road. They're just strolling. They're just strolling down the road. And they are healthy. And that's what I'm doing. Strolling down the road. And I too am healthy. Yeah. When it's just me and no cameras, I'm looking at the playback on YouTube. Or if I'm upstairs, I'm looking at the playback from my passport and encouraging and motivating myself to walk. I'm trying to do it with others, but I don't control who sees me and who don't see me. So a lot more people don't see me than who see me. So, whew, I tell you, as y'all can tell, a bit of that burden was lifted off me, but I have to ask y'all again, how do y'all deal with stress without exercising? How do you do it? For me, I can't. I can't do it without having some kind of movement. And walking is the most natural thing for me. Something I've always done. I know people, I have girlfriends who started driving at 16 and they never walked more than 3 or 4 feet in either direction. So they don't know the release and the relief of walking. Other than if they go to the gym and they're doing that. Yes. Yeah, I have to remember in the last month, so that would have to be in the month of December, and I said last month of me walking like on live on any social media content, I have to remember to go back to this short half hour, and maybe I have to remember during the process, because what I, as Deirdre calls it, playback, when it's my only encouragement every day is me looking at me on the video. Say, push through, you can do it. This fast little walk, this quick walk. And then, you know you feel great for the rest of the day with this quick little walk. Let's do finger exercises, because I still want to remember to do my exercises, you know. Whew. Yeah. Ooh. I think I'm listening to music when I go upstairs. Protons, neutrons, electrons, pop, 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 all the way to the ends of my fingers. Oh. go. Let's slow it down some more. Yeah, this is about our pace. Said I was going to start on the left side. Okay. Alright. Alright. Tuck in your elbows, squeeze your gut. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I hear something. It sounded like something was hitting the ground like snow or something. I feel it in my muscles, but I didn't see anything. Tuck the elbow in. Let's do 10. Want to try to control it. I know that's how I swing my arm back, but I should have more control. And not even that far back like this. Okay. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, y'all, yeah. Ha ha. Shake it out, shake it out. Whew. Oh, I got to the end of my waves. Tuck your elbow in. Squeeze your guts. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, good luck. Oh. Shake it out, shake it out. Tuck in your elbow. It's going to snow or something up in this kizzy. Tuck in your elbows. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and lots of good luck. Ooh, yes. I don't know, young people look and say, oh, that old lady says it. Whoo, she said, whoo. Oh, yeah, y'all. Oh, yes, indeed. Thanks for coming on the walk. Please like, comment, share. You know, an old person you want to motivate, send them the link from Just Your Pace, because it is just their pace. If they're still alive, we lost so many, you know, to the corona epidemic. They said that's what took my sperm donor out of here, was the COVID. So, you know, if you got some that's left, that COVID ain't get to. Ha ha! That's a train whistle. About the same time every morning, huh? I'm gonna look for it tomorrow. Right? Anyway, that's what took him out. So if you know an old person who is instead of COVID taking them out, the diabeticals and the high blood pressures and all that other stuff associated with it is taking them out. Say, auntie, grandma, grandpa, granddad, whatever. This old lady walk every morning, and she talk, and you can listen to her if you want to, and if you don't want to listen to her, you can turn it off. And she just gets a little exercise in. She just gets her little exercise in, and hopefully, from watching her.
Yes,
Oh, that sounds awful low, y'all.
just for me, walking. Thank you for the company.
Oh, yeah. Please like, comment, share.
Walking. So happy to be
Thanks for
walking.
coming on the walk.
Happy to be walking. Thank you for the company.
Yeah, y'all. Soon y'all gonna see cherry blossoms
Yes,
and then tulips. I forgot how much I love walking under the cherry blossoms.
Thank you for the company.
So I know I said tulips, but I'm gonna order some
I'm walking.
cherry blossoms.
Yes,
I
indeed.
love cherry
I'm
blossoms.
walking. Oh,
And
yes,
even when the
indeed,
cherry
I'm
blossoms
walking.
outside's gone away,
Thank you
I'll
for the
still have my
company.
cherry blossom. But I love our beach
I'm
background.
walking. So happy
I love
to
it.
be walking. Happy to be
Oh,
walking.
yeah, y'all.
Thank you for the company.
Yes, thank you. Well, thanks so much. Yeah, I'm sweating. That's what I do this for. I do this for. I just like that. I gotta get a sweat out of every walk I take. I know in gyms everybody wanted to cool themselves down. I came there to heat up. That's my whole purpose of being there, is to heat up. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And our quick walk is over. I'm a little thirsty, y'all. And I thank you for coming on the walk. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day.